the way I see art is a medium of communication, and I've always looked at communication and how it works, and I've done that in my jobs before, and it is. I think you've got to give people avenues and routes to get into the work, and to, without ramming it down their throat, of course. So there's probably several levels of message going on there, so that everybody can understand. But there's quite a lot of depth that people can get into, and I think that's really important. So there's obvious things like the writing and the imagery, which is really clearly identifiable very quickly, and then there's other levels that the colour, the way it's painted, the way the writing is stuck on there, and things like that. So then it plays on messages by using imagery that is in the collective consciousness, really. So it's there's sort of lots of different levels, and there's like an entry level where you just see what's on the canvas, and that's what you get, and you can put two and two together and come up with a message, or you can get into more subtle art historical references like the gold background, for example, which then plays on icons and people who will have been in the National Gallery see medieval artwork with the rich golden backgrounds. They can draw on that, and so there's more levels. And then of course you can, if you've got a background of Christianity or some knowledge about the Bible, you can go into what faith, hope and love means, and where it comes from, and so it plays on lots of different levels. And the relief is the lettering I just bought in from a place on the internet. But I think sometimes with lettering you've just got to get it right, because lettering has to be spot on in order to work properly. And it gave me the way to space it out and to play with it, and to even arrange different wordings on different canvases and swap them about until I was perfectly happy with it, and until it worked properly. And then even to play on just subtle bits of colouring whether the lettering is brighter than the background, because first of all the whole thing melted into one, and there was a lot of adjustments and aesthetic decisions to be made so it worked on a visual level. I cannot believe that. Hello? I'm doing fine. I'm just in a meeting, I'm afraid. Is it important? Right, okay. Could you... Yeah, about 5 o'clock will probably be fine. Okay, thank you. Bye. Can't believe people phone me. I never get phoned by anybody. So when you look at it closely, are you filming?
Yeah.
So when you look at it closely, you can see this kind of a blue kind of background there, and so the whole thing was painted over in a wash of a kind of a blue, which then went together with a background with a foreground image, but it just picks out the edge quite nicely, and it went into the pores of the painting, and that again works when you look at the pores up here, and that was. I went into the National Gallery and I saw some paintings, some impressionist paintings, in which one of the artists used that open texture versus the closed texture, and he used that really successfully, and there was a direct response of a visit to the National Gallery. It's one of my favourite places. As soon as I'm in London, I go to the National Gallery. It's really nice, and I draw a lot of inspiration from old masters. In this particular case, the gold background from the medieval paintings, from the medieval section, and then the treatment of the canvas and the paint from the impressionist section. So big sponge soaking up stuff, and it all comes back out after a while. And it's really important to me.